will destroy your faith. Hello there, this is Pastor Pete Pavelic. Thank you so much for joining me for this edition of the Daily Devo. Don't forget, you can connect with me over at pastorpete.org. You can sign up for our daily email for this Daily Devo there and find a bunch of other resources there at pastorpete.org. Today, I have been reflecting in John chapter 20, thinking about Thomas, doubting Thomas, and this encounter for which he has gotten that nickname over the years. And if I'm being honest, Thomas really was a good disciple. He turned out to be a great disciple for Jesus. We don't have time in this short podcast to unpack all of that, but it's unfortunate that he has gotten this nickname, Doubting Thomas. But here's where he gets it from, starting in verse 26 of John 20. A week later, his disciples were indoors again, and Thomas was with them. Even though the doors were locked, Jesus came and stood among them and said, "Peace be with you." Then he said to Thomas, he looked at Thomas, he spoke to Thomas, and he said this, he said, "Put your finger here and look at my hands. Reach out your hand and put it into my side. Don't be faithless, but believe." Thomas responded to him, "My Lord and my God." Jesus says, "Because you have seen me, you have believed. Blessed are those who have not seen, yet believe." So what happened before this? Jesus had appeared, but Thomas wasn't there. It's why the author makes it such a point to say Thomas is here. Thomas was there this time. And when they told him that Jesus had been there the previous time, Thomas said, "I won't believe it unless I can put my finger in his nail-scarred hands and my hand in his side." And that's why Jesus says, hey, Tommy, I'm here. Go ahead. Put your finger right here. Put your hand here if that's going to help you. But I love what he says here. He says, "Put your hand in my side. Don't be faithless, but believe." You know, doubt destroys your faith. It does, not only spiritually and everything. If you start to doubt your boss, it destroys your faith and your confidence in them. If you start to doubt the quarterback of your favorite football team's ability to throw or run or pass or make a good decision, you start to lose your faith in their ability to win a game. If you start to doubt your spouse, you begin to lose faith in your spouse. Doubt is always the precursor. It's always the thing that begins to erode and destroy your faith. However strong your faith is, when doubt creeps in, you can be sure that your faith is under attack and its destruction is not far away if you don't head it off. And so I want to ask you this day, what do you doubt in regards to God and Jesus? What are your doubts in regards to spiritual things? You need to face those. You need to dig into Scripture, and you need to find the answers and the promises for those to get rid of that doubt. Because when you do that, your faith will be strengthened. And if you don't, you might find yourself in this position Thomas was in, where his faith was under attack. And Jesus said, "Don't be faithless, believe." Examine that today. Come over and visit me at pastorpete.org. Can't wait to see you again tomorrow. God bless.